Alright, we're back with more random battles to the top. Deoxys into Oricorio, a little bit of a tricky matchup, to be honest. We don't have a great way of getting immediate damage. This is actually very tricky. I think we have to teleport into Cinccino. Macargo's not even great because he has Terra Ground and we die. I mean, we have Terra Normal on Cinccino was good for damage. I think we're going to have to do that too. Yeah, they're going to quiver. Unavoidable. We go to Cinccino. And the problem is that we would have to 5-hit if we Terra Normal. Even 4-hit isn't good enough. So we can Tail Slap here, but it's not great. Like, even committing Terra is just not a good idea this early. I think what our plan should be is to sacrifice and then use Mew. And you don't want to be losing 2 Pokemon for 1, but there really is no other way. There's ideas, maybe you could go... Maybe I could have gone Macargo first, but even then, all I'm doing is yawning, essentially. I could go Macargo first, force him to Terra Ground, and then use Triple Axle. Maybe that was an idea I could have gone with. Oh, they're going for it all. Okay. Okay, so we can go to Macargo now. The Hurricane. I want to Terra Dragon. I really do. I have Sucker Punch on Cacturne, which is good, but that's, again, not very comfortable. I guess it depends how I want to play it here. Because if I Terra Dragon and they just raw attack me, I lose my Terra for nothing. Okay, I think what I do is I force them to Terra, then I just go Mew and I Psychic Fang. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, I force them to Terra. That's fine-ish. It's not really that fine, but it's something. Okay. Now they can Roost. Oh, they went for Hurricane. That would have done around 70. We dodged that. This is the best outcome. We traded 1 for 1 and got rid of Terra. For a Pokemon that we were going to lose to, this was a very good outcome. Groudon. I'm pretty sure Deoxys handles Groudon, right? Maybe? It depends. If it's the Swords Dance variant, I'm in a bit of trouble. Are they trying to Willow me? No, if they Willow me, they get synchronized. So I'm just going to boost on them and go trade 1 for 1. Yeah, this is fine. I can Psychic Fangs for damage, or I can Swords Dance again and get off 1 final attack. But I think I'd rather just chip down Groudon, because if I Swords Dance again, they can switch to a fodder Pokemon maybe. It gets a little uncomfortable. I think I'll just take my damage. Do I want Psychic Fangs for 70 or Knockoff for 50 and I remove item? I think Psychic Fangs is better. Yeah, 68. That's good. Yeah, that's fine. We go back to Cinccino. Bullet Seed's the best because it's accurate. I don't want to Bullet Seed and then die here. I mean, Tail Slap and then die because the attack misses. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. Because we have the Terra still intact, I'm very happy about that. Yeah, I think we handled the Oricorio good enough, is how I'd call it. Yeah, still 4-on-4. Deoxys is more useful early game. It has like Psychic Noise Recover, which is kind of cool versus like mid-tier attackers, but it doesn't stop any boosting attackers, and I guess it does break through weaker attackers too. So it's actually, I'm definitely underestimated. Deoxys is straight up good, but if there is a setup Pokemon, I have to be very careful around it. But I do have my Terra defensively. I do have Sucker Punch Cacturne, which helps out. So it's not terrible. I think we're comfortable here with a 4v4. They have Switch Initiative, but we have Terra. I think it's very comfortable right now. They go to Volcanion. Now that's tricky. I could just trade for damage. I get damage off. Knock him. I do like 60. Then I open up Deoxys because the problem here is they're just going to Fire Move, and Deoxys does not take that particularly well. It takes it on fine if there's no weather, but so I could either get damage now or I could go to Deoxys and then recover spam, which I might try to do actually. I think that might be better because Cinccino looks strong. It's generally a strong Pokemon. Yeah, only 49. We have pressure too. I can recover until the weather runs out. Then I'm just straight up beating it 1v1. Yeah, that's fine. We'll find out its item. That is not Assault Vest. Steam Eruption. 40, also putting that on a timer with pressure. We recover now. Okay. They go to Venomont, and this is what we're scared of. This, you know, boosting sweeper. Okay. I can just keep spamming Psychic Noise. Kind of. I do have my Cacturn, so I'm always a little bit fine because of Cacturn. I think I Psychic Noise here. Okay. 58, cool. Sleep Powder. Okay, now I go Chinchino. And I can live any one attack from Venomont because they don't have their Terra. Perfect. And Triple Axle gets the job done and is a little more accurate. Perfect. All right, 4 on 3. Volcanion coming back in. This Deoxys has not slept at all. Okay. How do I want to play it? Okay, if I just hit it, I bring it in. Do I bring it in range of Jumpluff? If I do 50 with Tail Slap, I don't. It's a roll to see if I put it in range or not. Deoxys can try to wake up on Volcanion as well. The other Pokemon must be weak to Volcanion, is the feeling I'm getting. Because I really do like Chinchino, just keeping it around. And I think they're probably going to Water Move too. I could go Cacturn if I'm incredibly greedy. No, I'll just Tail Slap. Okay, well. Now it's a little trickier. You can call it makeup for the Hurricane Miss, right? Well, now we just have to wake up. The Cacturn with Terra Dark is a very nice guy to have. We'll go straight Jumpluff. Yep, they're off a leech here. Perfect. Yep, this is fine. Okay. I think we've got him where we want him now. This is winning. Especially because we still have Cacturn. Yeah, this is definitely winning. Substitute Leech Seed is very annoying in actual gameplay. Yeah, Acrobatics does too much damage. Do I leech or I think I acro twice because of the accuracy. Okay. We always live Draco, so I can leech here. Perfect. All right, final Pokemon. My Lando, my beloved. Okay, this should be fine though. I leech. Yeah, I leech always. And then I Terra Dark my Cacturn. Yeah, this is fine. Yep, perfect. All right, lock it up. That was a pretty good game one. I think we played well. After we navigated that Oricorio, I think the game became a lot easier, but that was a good one to get. Okay. Spidops into Electro, not a huge fan. This is kind of threatening. It's kind of really threatening. Oh, Spidops is really good. Even Raikou can't handle it because of Circle Throw. It can start hazard stacking. It has that stakeout U-turn if I try to switch. I mean, maybe I just accept that the hazards are going up. Is that what I have to do? I just have to accept the hazards going up? I guess Alcremie is the best option, but yeah. Yeah, they get their webs up. They should Circle Throw to stop my Calm Mind, so I'm just getting damage off. They're hazard stacking, sure. Yeah, to an extent, this was unavoidable. Yeah, now they're Circle Throw. Raikou in, faster than Spidops, which is good. But they have a Lando. I'm immediately in a lot of trouble. We'll go Glalie here. They might try to stealth rock. Okay, that's fine too. We're threatening the immediate freeze dry. I'm expecting a Spite sacrifice. Freeze dry does not even KO Spite. This thing's evil. I'll go freeze dry then. Oh, they go Grand Bull, okay. Inner focus, cool. I don't have switch-ins to play rough at all. I have no fairy immunity here. Or fairy resistance, rather. I think what I have to do is weaken Grand Bull, probably. Weaken Grand Bull, and then how do I solve my Lando issues? Floatzel. But even then, that's not great. Maybe Terra Water Raikou in the future is how I solve that issue. I mean, I want to keep Glalie around for... I think I have to decide what I want to prioritize. If I switch out, I'm taking even more damage. I think keeping Electrode, I want to keep Electrode. I think I just freeze dry, to be honest. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, 207 is pretty fast, even in Sticky Web. Well, that's not good. Yeah, now we get outsped. At least we can leech. Okay. Go Overquill on that. Alcremie on the Draco. Almost worked. We just take so much damage from everything. Okay, now let's go back to Floatzel. Yeah, into Gramble. Lumineon, okay. But now they Encore me. Or even if they don't Encore, I just don't do any damage to them. That's a good dodge to have, but ultimately meaningless, really. Yeah, all my Pokemon are weak to Sticky Web here. How do I get out, right? One way I can get out is if I Terra Grass my Raikou at the exact right time. That's one way for me to get out. Okay, they Draco. Okay. It probably has Encore, the way it's being played. Yeah. Yeah, I think this... Okay, what could I have done differently? Right, so now I'm threatening Scald. They're just going to U-turn, though. Yeah. What could I have done differently? I feel like it was just... Okay? No, we're not actually back, but... Yeah, I mean... It felt kind of just, like, incredibly tough off the lead with Spidops and Sticky Web. I don't know what I could have done. Maybe Alcremie, Calm Mind, but I guess maybe Calm Mind Alcremie could have been done something. I gave it up too easily to Lando, maybe. That's maybe what I could have kept healthier, keep Alcremie alive more. Even Glalie kind of, but Glalie loses to Lottie. It's like, once Lottie Terra Steel, it's over. Like, Terra Steel Lottie alone, because Psyshock beats Alcremie 1v1. I think Terra Steel Lottie alone 6-0's my team. Yeah, I don't think there's a way to beat Terra Steel Lottie. I can maybe Thunderbolt Para here if I live. That was a roll to live, but yeah, I think I'll just forfeit this one. Alright. Beartic into Sandaconda. I like that. We'll just throw off a Icicle Crash. Banded too. It's going to do a ton of damage. 55. Perfect. Now they have a decision. Do they knock off? Do they Stealth Rock? T-Wave even? Very good lead to start off with. We have Toxic Swalot, Calm Mind Meloetta, Arboliva, kind of like a mid team. Overall, a really mid team, but we got a good starting initiative here with the lead matchup. Yeah, they're already in a tough spot. What do they want to do with Yuxi? Because they knock off, okay. Okay, that's not ideal. We just have to go for it again. So they do get Stealth Rock up. It's probably just a U-turn here. Yeah, not ideal, but, you know, it is what it is, right? Icicle Crash. When you're using so many, it's gonna be around 50 to 60 to hit all of them. So I'd say this is an even trade, probably a little bit better for them. They lost one Pokemon, but they got Stealth Rock and half damage on a Pokemon. What they go to next is going to be important. Because if they went to Yuxi on Bear Tick, they go to Chandelure, okay. I don't have a Fire Switch in at all. So I'm just going to have to eat this. I'll just Jet for damage. Okay. Yeah, no switch in. If it is, it can't be choice specs, right? It's either Scarf or the Leftovers variant. Swalot can handle that kind of. Whoops, almost did that. We'll just Toxic here. They should be switching out of knockoff. I imagine Sandaconda comes in. Yeah. Shed Skin, okay. Arboliva handles Sandaconda though. I'm gonna Strength Sap. They go Chandelure. Maybe I could have been a little greedier and gone for Earth Power, but I was a little underconfident. I didn't know if they were gonna maybe just try to brute force me with Scale Shot. Okay, this is kind of fine. What I don't want him to do. Nah, I just go Arboliva. Okay, so they're the Glare variant. I can Earth Power now. It's a little predictable, though, yeah. Not great. Meloetta can come in, though. Let's use Meloetta first. We're threatening Psyshock now. They should be scared of Psyshock. Or not, okay. Well, we Lucky Dot. Gunk would have done 35 there. Now they go Greninja. Okay. We're in a lot of trouble. U-turn. So it's a Protean, not the Beast Boost variant. Yeah, okay. Got him on that switch. They're just going back to Sandaconda, though. I'm going to have to play aggressively here. I know they're going Sandaconda. Let me go Arboliva. Okay, I'm back. How much do I do to Clodsire? I do a little bit. 47, sure. Okay, I'm back in. I'm going to Hyper Voice again this time. There we go. Catch Greninja. Perfect. I think I've done my job. Kind of-ish. I can rely on Azel for the later stuff now. Actually, I go Swallow one more time. Okay. We'll Protect. Because, you know, we have to respect that, right? And now I'm going to catch him again. There we go. Perfect. Okay, perfect. We dealt with that. We had to play a little aggressively here to get around it. Protect again. They're going to have to try to punish that Arboliva coming in. That's fine. Now we go Arboliva. We double switch Meloetta on the Clodsire. We're going very aggro here. I can imagine just going Sandaconda here. Greninja, that's fine-ish. Yeah, because... Yeah, now they have to give up Greninja. Or do that, sure. Get 40, cool. Do 46, sure. Go Azelf this time. And again, we're threatening Psyshock. They go Greninja again. And they know they have to keep Greninja alive, so they might just switch out here. Okay, that's fine too, because now Azelf is winning. Hopefully, anyway. It's 2-on-3, but I think Azelf is winning. Como, but they have their Terra available. I'm just gonna rock it. Oh, they were Terra normal. They boom burst. But that doesn't matter, it's still losing. Yeah, it's still losing for me. Because of the Clodsire. Okay. Is there a way out? Because I think I can actually... There's a way out if I can beat the Clodsire 1v1. There's a way out for me if I can beat the Clodsire 1v1. Because I do... Okay, they're going to activate the terrain for me. Okay. Now, I'm paralyzed. That's the main problem. But I do live Gunk Shot. I can lower attack. Okay, that Gunk Shot does very little to me now. Yep, they're going to run out of PP before I do. I'm winning this, actually. But the problem is I have to be able to Strength Sap without getting paralyzed. If I can do that, I win. Okay. Yeah, I pretty much have to Strength Sap without getting paralyzed. Okay. Okay, come on, Strength Sap. Perfect. And now we win. As long as we don't get crit. Crit's the one way we lose here. But Arboliva always beats Clodsire because we can't get Toxic poisoned. Yeah, perfect. This is winning now. Yeah, this is winning. Gunk Shot does 25. You only have one left. Yeah. Alright, we get the win there. Not the greatest games of all time, but we keep it moving, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.